Hey Campoholics, one of the biggest things that scare me owning an RV, not necessarily fire, but water damage. It could do so much damage to an RV, mess your floors up, mess the walls up, hit electrical components. Water is, as essential as it is, it's the most damaging thing aside from fire to an RV. Let me show you some of the tips I've done that maybe help you with your water management system in your RV. Here we go.
I'm Missy.
I'm Mike.
And we're the Campoholics.
All right, the most important thing you can do as an RV owner, considering water damage and water damage prevention, is anytime you leave this RV for an extended period of time, day trip, overnight trip, whatever it may be, 3, 5, 6 hours, turn the water off. That's right. When you leave to go someplace, turn the water off. I don't care if it's for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. If you develop a leak and you're going for an extended period of time, you can do some terrible damage. All right, in our reflection, we actually came home from a 3-4 hour trip one day, and there was water laying in the floor of our bathroom due to the leak from the toilet. The pedal of the toilet somehow had leaked. I don't know what happened to it. Somehow it corrected itself. We've never had an issue since. Maybe it didn't close all the way and it was left open when we hit it. Whoever was the last person used it.
It was me, the last person that used it. But thankfully I had a great big thick rug that absorbed a lot. When I opened the door, you could see the water sitting there. It hadn't come out of the bathroom, but it was just laying there on the bathroom floor.
Right, so that's a big fear of ours. So ever since then, when we leave, we shut this water off. All right, here in our Momentum, this is our waterworks station. Water comes in right here, and right on the flip side, what you're going to see is the waterworks, or all the water lines feeding the camper. And by the way, always have spare hanging up here. Spare hose washers / strainers. So I'll take you around and show you what I've done. I created an observation window so I can see in my waterworks, and put a water alarm in there, so if I do have a leak, it'll sound an alarm. So this is basement storage of our Grand Design 395 Momentum, and this was covered up. This was all carpeted walls here. So there was no way you're going to see any issue behind there without having to take that wall off. So what I did is I removed that wall, cut that out, put a piece of plexiglass in, and built a frame around there to hold it in place. So I have an observation window to see behind there. And let's light this up so I can show you what I've done inside. All right, what I've done in there was create a pan, and here's a video of me actually creating this pan. We actually had that water pump break on us in the first month we owned it, so we had to get a new water pump. But it did have a leak. It developed a leak, and it started to actually leak on the floor. I said, enough of that. So I created this window. In this video, you'll see this pan I took is just like a Tupperware pan. Cut the sides, cut supports out here for the water lines coming in and coming out, and mounted the pan directly to the floor along with the water pump, and sealed it with caulk so that it does not leak out from underneath of the mount. Place the water pump, or place the water alarm in there to indicate any potential leak, and it will sound that audible alarm. So under each sink, what I've done is I've bought these water alarms. These are the Watchdog water alarm model BWH HWA. They're made in the USA, Illinois. Anyway, these are 9-volt. Just think of a smoke detector, but this is a water alarm. So let's see. Let's try it out here. There you go. So once these contacts make contact with water, they'll go ahead and sound an alarm. So what I've done is I set that under each sink and underneath the RV and the waterworks. so that it sounds an alarm in case there's a leak. Put one behind the toilet, put one underneath each sink, and like I said, I'll put one in the water pump area to sound an alarm. Also, something else that's real important to have as an RVer is a moisture absorber. This is the damp red moisture absorber for humidity issues in your RV. So you should have those in your RV, especially in your closets. So these work great. You should have them in your closets for humidity control. Missy says there's one in the closet right now. Where's it at? Hanging up in her closet. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at the amount of moisture that these things absorb. And this is a damp red one also. Hangs right in your closet. The amount of moisture this one absorbed in the RV. So again, you don't want any mold or mildew issues in your RV. How long has this been here, miss? All right, so we put this in probably in February, she says. Actually, this is probably going to need to be changed soon. But there you go. There's the amount of moisture that will be floating around inside your RV. Real important to have. So when I changed these sinks over, put a fancier sink on, a fancier faucet, I actually created new PEX fittings and put a disconnect right here, so I can turn each hot and or cold off. So that's a good idea too if you're inclined to do that. If you own an RV, you got to be a handyman. That's for sure. So I put those on to cut off water flow to either side of the faucet. Hey, if you like a Campoholic t-shirt to help out the cause, we have them for sale in our Etsy shop. I'll put a link below. So there you have it. Again, the most damaging thing to an RV aside from fire is water. Anytime you leave that RV, if nothing else, if you don't do water alarms, if you don't place humidifiers in there, dehumidifiers in there, if you don't, put a little pan in there for catch as a catch basin for an alarm, at least do this. If you're leaving your RV for an extended period of time, shut off the water. That way, if you do develop a leak, it will not continue to run. So that's my tip. Hope you like it. Please subscribe below, ring the bell for notifications. Below will be a link to all of our RV tips and tricks to help you out with your RV lifestyle. All right, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.